Hi everybody, I'm Rick Getz and this is Masterplay Training. Masterplay is the most popular video automation in the US today, and for good reason. It is the easiest to use, yet has the horsepower to handle any station situation. In this video, we're going to go over the basics to create a playlist, and when done, you'll be able to quickly get your programming on the air. First, let's make our base weekly playlist. TV shows normally start at the top or bottom of the hour. This way, when one show ends, people can start channel surfing and find your show at its beginning. Masterplay has a built-in half-hour template to help us get this started. With the playlist editor open, select Playlist, New, Weekly Schedule Half Hour, and Create. On the left side of the screen under Event Management, you will see the days of the week. Click the arrow next to Monday. We now see the half-hour cue points in military time, with 0 being midnight. Right-click 0. We can now edit this cue point, add a cue point, copy, paste, or even delete a cue point. For now, click Edit. This brings up the Change Event Time window. For now, we're only concerned with event type. This will decide what happens in the playlist when it reaches this point. Exact means when it hits this time, it will begin this part of the playlist instantly. You see this used to go from network to local programming, or to switch spot clusters for commercial insertion. Floating skip is the one we will use most often. This means when it hits this time, it will allow whatever video is playing to finish, then begin the next part of the playlist. Floating play all is used when the last segment of the previous show is super short and you want to make sure it plays and is not cut off, like the 1-minute close of Dragnet. For now, we set it for floating skip and change. For now, we're going to create the show. Most of the time, we start with an ID. On the left side, just above Event Manager, you see 2 tabs, Events and File Selector. Click File Selector. This is like the file open you find in most Windows programs. It allows you to locate the files. Use the drop-down box to find the drive the IDs are on, such as the D drive, and then use the slider to find the file folder ID. When you double-click it, below that you will see a list of files in that folder. Click the file you want to use, hold down the button, and drag it to the middle. Notice at the top of the screen in green you will see Total, which is the total time of all the segments in the middle, and next to that, time left to finish out that time slot. The ID was 8 seconds, so it shows 8 seconds total and 29:51 left. Now go back to File Selector and find the 3 segments of the shows you want to use. In our example, we're going to use Andy Griffith. Andy Griffith segment 1 is 10 minutes 3 seconds, segment 2 is 13 minutes 29 seconds, and segment 3 is 1 minute 50 seconds. This gives us a total time of 25:32 and a remaining of 4 minutes 27 seconds. Since we want a little wiggle room at the end of shows in case this isn't the longest Andy Griffith show, we're going to say that we have 4 minutes of commercial time for the show and we'll fill the rest. We go back to the File Selector, find our folder for the 30-second commercials, and drag 4 commercials between segment 1 and segment 2. We do this again between segment 2 and segment 3. The top now shows a total time of 29 minutes 31 seconds and 28 seconds remaining. Finally, drag 4 additional 30-second spots to the end of the show for fill. In this situation, if the next part of the playlist has a floating skip, the first 30-second commercial in the fill would play, reach 30 minutes 1 second, and the next part of the playlist would take over. This allows the automation to totally self-heal itself throughout the day, adjusting for varying show lengths. We now need to save the playlist. Click the yellow Save button at the top, which brings up the Save As box. Assign a name and click Save. Well, that's it for this video. Look forward to talking some more in the next one. Have a good day.